Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock Top 10s, where it's a countdown of the top 10 worst Boll movies as picked by fellow YouTuber TheWickerBoy. Apparently, he hates them as much as we do, if not just a little bit more. He sent me 10 of his own personal picks of what he thought were some of the worst Boll movies. And on this list, he actually sent in some that we all probably pretty well, and others we may not have heard of. But let's get this going with the top 10 worst Boll movies. And at number 10, it's Stoic. I don't know a whole lot about this movie. I think it's just a fighting in prison movie. Has Edward Furlong in it, so yeah. Number 9 goes to the Blood Rain series. Oh, man. Okay, the first one was pretty bad. The second one took place in the Old West. The third one had a plot to have Hitler kind of sort of return back from the dead as a half-human, half-vampire. Yeah, if that makes any sense. And there's rumors of a fourth one. Number 8 goes to Far Cry, another video game adaptation that apparently was bad. What's in with making video games into movies? Why not Mortal Kombat 3? Of course, that would bomb worse than Part 2. Number 7 goes to Postal. Some comedies go too far, others start there. You got me on this one. Number 6 goes to German Fried Movie. Of course, his own take on the classic, hilarious 70s movie, The Kentucky Fried Movie, and this is probably far more worse. Number 5 goes to Blubberella, which strangely and oddly enough is supposed to be a shot-by-shot spoof of, you guessed it, Blood Rain, and guess who's in it? Boll. Why? Who knows? Number 4 goes to the In the Name of the King series. Yowza. I don't know how he keeps doing this stuff. Number 3 goes to House of the Dead. He just said House of the Dead, didn't say House of the Dead 1 and 2. I guess he liked Part 2. Number 2 goes to Alone in the Dark. Can you blame him? This is a movie that pretty much killed Christian Slater's theatrical career. And his pick for the number 1 worst Boll movie is one called Auschwitz. Another one you got me on, gang. I don't know a whole lot about it, but yeah. So there you guys pretty much have it. The top 10 worst Boll movies as picked by fellow YouTuber TheWickerBoy. And if you guys like, go check out his channel and subscribe to him if you want to. Now, I want to say, in all honesty, House of the Dead, I actually liked it, but I liked the sequel a little bit better. I think because Sid Haig was in it, and he's just always fun to watch in any kind of a horror movie you put him in. In the Name of the King, I tried to watch the first one, I just couldn't get through it. I thought it was just really boring and unrealistic. The Blood Rain series, I mean, let's be serious here. None of them were any good. Stoic, again, I don't know a whole lot about that movie. Far Cry, if it's a video game adaptation into a movie, you know it's gonna suck. Postal, again, I'm guessing it's supposed to be some sort of shocking comedy he did, and it's probably going to be extremely unfunny. Same thing with German Fried Movie and Blubberella, just, yeah. And Auschwitz, again, don't know a whole lot about that one. Now, for some of you who may or may not know much about why he's holding up boxing gloves and why you're hearing punching and kicking sound effects, supposedly Boll likes to challenge his critics to a boxing match who like to badly criticize his movies. And to tell you guys the truth, I can't see how that makes any sense. You know, I mean, critics, they're not trained fighters, but yet Boll versus Jay Sherman from The Critic, that could have been interesting. But Yeah, I think if he ever tried to honestly get into professional boxing, he'd probably get his head handed to him. Or maybe if he entered UFC MMA, and let's see how good he could do there, right, gang? All right, gang. Enough of that nonsense. Top 10 worst remake picks. September 30th, last day / night. You can send those in, and I hope you guys will still continue to do that. Because again, on the first Tuesday of October, I will finally put up the top 10 worst horror movie remakes picked by you guys, and of course, everybody who's participated and everybody who participates, you guys will get a shout out in the video. And keep sending them in, gang. If there's something you saw recently you thought it was just terrible, again, it can be an Americanized remake of a foreign horror movie. A remake of a horror movie that was put on made for TV movie, or made for cable movie like HBO or Showtime, or even I've heard Cinemax are trying to do their own versions of their own sort of made for, I guess, TV movies. I don't know if that's true or not. So, you know, or if it went straight to DVD or went straight to theaters, and you guys thought it sucked, send it this away. And I will definitely do, and definitely put them in your picks for the top 10 worst horror movie remakes. So yeah, I mean, I actually looked over the list of Boll movies, and some are actually clickable on Wikipedia. Others are just either people just don't want to see them, or they're just completely unwatchable and they don't want to talk about them. If you got a top 10 that you would like for me to do, message it to me with your picks from number 10 to number 1. Send me the idea in a message, and I will do it in an upcoming episode of Doc Schlock Top 10s. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like my videos, always feel free to subscribe. So until next time around for Doc Schlock Top 10s, as always, stay strong and rock on. And don't be afraid to occasionally take it on the chin. Unless it's from this guy, and then, well, just tell him his hits are about as bad as his movies.